Here we are back for season 2 of the Martin Sports Car Club iRacing League, and we have a lot of great things to talk about this week. And as we are going to be talking about, I will discuss these things with Lexi, my co-host.
Hello.
Happy to be back.
Mm-hmm.
How many weeks off did we have?
One.
Just one?
I thought we had 2.
Ah, wow, it seems a lot longer than that. All right, well, let's get right to the action, and let's see who qualified here right after we check the race info. So we are back at the Florida track where a lot of these racers are going to be here today, is one of their home tracks. And Sebring, as we all know, can be a little bit warm. And even though this time of year we just had the actual 12-hour last week, and the track length here is 3.6 miles, so one of the longer tracks that we have, but not the longest that we have this particular season. So happy to talk about what's going on here with the weather.
78 degrees, 55% humidity, partly cloudy, and 4 miles per hour.
Perfect. Sounds like great conditions for racing. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. So this year we did away with the LMP2s and put everybody in the same class, which is the GT3 class. And you'll see a bunch of different cars being contested that we'll go over during the race. So we do have a new pole setter starting off with season 2, which is Josh Wheeler throwing down a blistering 1:59.3. Anything under 2 minutes is pretty quick lap around here. Followed by Andrew in second, Jesse in third, and Michael in fourth. So we got some real heavy hitters out front this weekend, and not to exclude Bradley. He's another one as well, could win from any spot on the grid as he's shown before. Daniel showing a ton of great speed in 5th place, and Bradley in 6th. Leland in 7th, Skylar in 8th, Dean in 9th, Bjorn in 10th with a great job in his qualifying run. Justin Hall from Shut Up and Drive It is actually injured. We'll get to that in a little bit during the session. JG is back with us from Grassroots Motorsports. How glad to have him back in 12th. Bob Blucher in 13th. Craig in 14th. Nicholas Vincent, the oval guy, is in 15th. And then Chris Wells doing a great job. Finally switching up and getting into a BMW from his Ferrari he had last time. We're in GT3 in 16th. Banana Man in 17th, and then the following guys did not take any time, which is Eric, Justin Barrera, and Zane Plumley, Kevin Medina, who's from Martin Sports Car Club, and Matt Jackson from the Tennessee region. So that is our grid. So what do you think of that? A lot of racers today.
What was the question?
There's a lot of racers today.
Yeah, there's only like 22.
Correct. So
wait, there's only like 113. That's not.
Yep, so we are happy to see all these racers as we got the blimp view of Sebring. This is going to be a short parade lap. So it's just going to be one corner and then off to the start. So we're going to go ahead and let's set up our... Whoop! Wrong button again.
Where'd they go?
There we go. How about that? And let's go ahead and find the track map. There we go. So it looks like we are all set as we got 40, maybe about another minute moving on down to. So Sebring, as discussed before, is an old airport. As you can tell, that's why it looks kind of funky in its layout and in its design. And, it is quite bumpy. We'll have Lexi pick someone to ride along with for a lap, just so you can see exactly how some of these turns are, which is absolutely ridiculous. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't.
What does that timer mean that haven't started?
So the timer, you see at the upper right now, so they're starting to move. So let's go ahead and move in.
Whoa.
There we go. So they have started with Josh Wheeler on the pole, so he will set when he hits that go fast pedal, and to start this race with Andrew trying to stay right behind him but not too far. Didn't want to get a black flag. So you can see tons of people here. Everyone's raring to go. New season, getting ready, and there goes the green. Wow, look at that. It looks like a swarm of bees going through there. What do you think of that, Lexi?
Yeah.
So you think who's not gonna survive turn 1? We're gonna have some crashes up there. Oh, looks like Andrew maybe. Oh, Andrew off already. Oh, that's a shame. So still got Josh Wheeler out in front. So Jesse Olsen takes second place As we get to, oh no, somebody else is off. Looks like JG off into the grass.
I thought it looked like the pace car.
Yeah, I think he actually got helped by someone else, unfortunately. Man, so the action is going crazy. We're going to stick in the chopper mode here just for a little bit so we can see what's going on.
Where are the stingers if they're bees? They even sound like bees.
They do. They sound like a bunch of bees. So there's turn 7 in the hairpin. That is a very tight one that a lot of people do kind of blow it on the brakes sometimes, because as you're going over 100 miles an hour down to a first gear, right-hander, and the exit actually closes up on you, so you got to take it a little bit tighter. So everyone's still really tight. Let's get into some closer action. What do you think about that? There we go. There goes Dean. So Dean switched it up from the Lamborghini he was racing last season with us and is in the Mercedes AMG GT3.
Well, I haven't got I haven't gotten a good look yet, but I think I'm on to one car.
Already? It's so early into the race.
Yeah, I said I haven't gotten a good look. We were up in the air.
All right, so there's Justin Hall. So his livery this week, normally he has some amazing liveries, but his livery says, stay back, be careful, and warning, because he is, unfortunately, he had an incident at home and he broke his hand. And so he is driving with one arm.
How? I didn't know. Oh, in real life. How are you doing that?
That's why. So there's Implement Motorsports teammates going at it. Looks like Leland and Daniel hopefully don't take each other out as they're going into turn 1. One of those real bumpy turns with the blind apex going in. And then that exit, if you don't get it right, you're just like Justin Hall did, just touch the outside grass through there. So already some people moving up and moving down. Andrew, unfortunately, with that wreck in turn 1, fell back all the way into to 19th place.
Okay, how about I go down the leader?
I think you should. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
Okay, I'm going to go fast. Would that be okay?
Not too fast. I mean, people do want to enjoy it, and, almost everybody here likes to hear their name.
I think they'll hear it. Okay. Josh, Jesse, Skylar. Oh. Josh, Jesse, Skylar, Michael, Leland, Daniel, Dean, Bradley, Craig, Eric, Justin, Bjorn, Banana Man, Zane Plumley, Kevin, Chris, Boblicha, Nat Jackson, Andrew, JG, Nicholas, and Justin, who is out.
Yep, he didn't start the race. He was in practice, and unfortunately, I don't think he could start the race. So we're going to check in with some leaders here. So here's Jesse Olson giving chase up to Josh. So a little bit different situation, for Jesse. He's normally out in front and stays there, but I'm sure he has a plan. I mean, it's a 20-lap race, which is a change from last year when we had the LMP2s and the multi-classes. We actually had 25 laps, but now that we're all in one class, going down to 20 laps, and we still have a mandatory pit stop, which is kind of neat because it just throws in another added adventure for some people.
Hey, there's Crispy Wells.
Yep, Chris Wells in 16th. I think he just had a little bit of an off.
Wait. Oh.
Yep, so Josh Wheeler finally up to speed, getting some temps on the tires, throws on a 2-minute 0.2 flat. So everyone you're going to see is probably going to be in some of their best times right now, except for Justin Hall. Maybe he's on some medication. I'm not sure.
This might be a short race. Look how fast they're moving on that board. They can probably make one lap in about 1 or 2 minutes.
Yep, about 2 minutes a lap. So it is going to be probably a lot quicker than before. All right, so here's Michael Cochran coming on the inside. Oh, on a dangerous turn 7 hairpin. Oh, as who just went off there? 26. It looks like that must have been Daniel, maybe. Nope, that unfortunately was Nicholas Vincent. So I should put the numbers up there so we can track it. So there goes Michael Cochran again, side by side. Look at them going at it door to door between him and Skylar. They're going to round this track as they get ready to go down Tower Turn. it looks like. And man, they're just definitely giving themselves some room. Michael had to get off the gas a little bit there, just make sure that he can make it through that corner. And giving chase to them is Leland. So he's the one that's actually getting some of the benefit of these two guys going door to door, because they're slowing each other up, waiting for Leland to get in there. So we got Justin Hall trying to put some moves on his teammate Eric. So what's really nice, so one reason why we did get rid of the LMP2 cars is, if you notice on the leaderboard, the different colors means that, you know, people are close. So usually within under a second, or if they're in the orange, under half a second. So you can tell there is a lot more competition that we have now that we have one big class for everybody, which is kind of neat. And a lot of guys really did like it, and said they liked the racing a lot better too, without having to drive in their mirrors the whole entire time. So Dean and Daniel throwing down some 201s, trying to catch up to Leland, and the rest of the pack after that's falling in some 202s. Justin Hall at 201, which is really fast for him. He's probably normally up towards the front like we are used to seeing, but again, with his injuries, probably slowing him down just a little bit on being able to control everything he needs to control with the car. Bjorn with the 220, maybe had a little spin going through one of the sections. So it looks like no harm, no foul. Hopefully his car's not hurt.
How does he... You probably can't see me, but what is this called?
The paddle shifter?
Okay. So how does he steer and then press the paddle shifter when the thing goes up? It's like he has to let go of the steering wheel and then go that really quick so he can go back to driving.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not sure how he has set it up. Maybe he put it under automatic just so he could race for this time. So here we have the good race with Eric. Oh, Eric!
Oh my goodness, he grew a beard and some different hair.
Yes, he drank all his beer and grew a beard.
Wait, that happens? That's how you grow your beard?
Yes, how do you think it works? It's magic beer.
Oh my goodness, he has changed so much. Well, it's glad to see him finally stop drinking beer and go drunk.
Yeah, well, he is actually probably putting down the beer, because he is putting down some laps on some people. So he started in the back. I think he started like maybe 19th place. So he's moved up 8 places. Right now, the two biggest movers are Zane and Eric, both moving up 8 places. Both of them set no time during qualification. Eric was just jumping in the session. And Zane, I don't know if he likes that Ford or not, but both of those guys are making a lot of good progression at the expense of some of the people having some bad days.
That's Eric's brother.
No, he's just saying, brother.
Oh, like, bleh. So then who is that? Because I know that's not Eric.
It is Eric.
How does his hair change and his beard change color? I don't even think he had a beard.
I don't know. Maybe that's for another video on YouTube. We should ask him. Maybe we'll comment below on when this picture was and how he got his hair to grow. How about that? All right, so moving back. So Eric gets around Craig, and now Justin is looking towards the outside as they go to the last stretch. But Craig Klein, so switching over to the Lamborghini, is there he is coming through. And so the livery, let's go back to his car. So he's running a new livery, and that is the Tennessee. Oh, somebody get on 2 seconds. The livery he's running is one that he designed. He just started picking up, I think it was, he said, Photoshop, and started making this livery. And he is from the Tennessee SCCA region. And why that's important is because one of the side things that we are doing this year, just to make it a little more interesting, is we split people up into teams of 5. And each team is against each other for a team cup. And so the teams that we have is Martin Sports Car Club, we have Shut Up and Drive It, we have the Tennessee SCCA region, and we have ZP Motorsports. So what happens is at the end of each race, the top 2 finishers from each team, their points will be combined in another championship on the side, just for bragging rights, and also to make it fun to see what we can do in order to keep things interesting and little more digging into each other. And who knows where it will lead to. Maybe we'll end up doing it a little bit different next time. So whoa, Justin Hall smacks it up. We gotta check that out. Oh man,
slow motion.
Slow motion.
That was awesome.
All right, so all right, he's collecting his car. Doesn't like it gets smacked up too bad. One thing about that BMW M4, there goes Zane Plumley in that old archaic Ford. One thing about that BMW, man, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. I can tell you that. It can get crashed, destroyed, wrecked, and it thing just goes and goes and goes. So, all right, so let's find some things. So Skylar, still keeping a tight battle here. So if you notice, a lot of the cars here are all the BMW M4s, which just came out with the Season 1 build. So it is a pretty popular car for everybody. It is, I will say, it is easy to drive, pretty fast right off the bat, and that's why I think a lot of guys are using it.
Oh,
It's not slow motion anymore. Yep. So if you notice on the leaderboard, you can see that there is a plethora of BMWs. One Mercedes by Dean, three Lamborghinis. Yep. One Ford and one McLaren. Oh, you like the McLaren?
Wait, what's McLaren?
There we go. There's the McLaren.
Wait, what does that say? Oh,
Jägermeister.
I just wait, what?
Jägermeister. All right, so we're gonna go and
I thought it was something
We're-
about. Oh,
It's
get
your-
your hot dogs! Oh, don't forget the burgers.
right, and a little bit of Jaeger on the side. Yeah, there he
I
goes.
thought that was Harry Potter.
All right, so there's Andrew having some woes this race after being on the front row of the grid, falling back and having to take some pits to get his car fixed, unfortunately. So he switched to the McLaren for challenge. He says he does like it. He's still getting used to it, and of course he is fast at any point in time, as shown, as proved by his qualifying. But now he's got a long way to go to get back up to the front. Biggest movers again, still Eric and Zane tied, moving up 10 places from the back as Zane Plummy puts in his fastest lap at 2:02.5.
Look on the
What are you owing?
Olsen and Wheeler. I'm just going because they're like, the last names only show up on there. Jesse was close to getting him, and then she took the turn, and there it goes again. Looking, it's just a turn. This is amazing. We gotta see them.
Yep. So there's Josh Wheeler out front in the Lamborghini.
So we've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. He raced with us a couple of times before. We'll have to see him this whole season. Would be great to have him race with us. Yep. It looks like. Let's see, Bradley is trying to put some moves on Dean.
And we are going to lap 8 in any moment.
Yeah, I know it's going quick, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I've been focused on their last name, so I know which one is Wells and Wheeler.
Yep, speaking of Chris Wells, thanks for bringing that up.
Crispy Wells.
There we go. So each year, the Martin Sports Car Club does have a newer livery, so hopefully we'll get a closer. There we go. Oh no, that livery got buggered up.
Wait, what does buggered up mean?
He had a little bit of a crash.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't see anything broken.
Yeah. It's like got a black eye.
But it's on the top, so a broken thing.
Well, like the headlight is his eye, and he's got like a droopy eye or something. I don't know. But he's still going.
Like mine. I don't have a droopy
So there's the new livery for the Season 2 for the GT3 car that Chris will be running throughout the year. He said it was really red, so I was trying to switch it up a little bit when we're doing that one, but definitely a lot busier, which is neat, but definitely loving the red, white, and blue at Martin.
Who's the guy who runs the newspaper?
Which one?
Newspaper guy.
I have no idea.
You know the newspaper guy who wanted to keep me saying Lexi Car Just Award.
Oh, newspaper guy. JG.
Oh, that's
yeah,
JG?
it's a magazine, not a newspaper.
Oh.
So here's a close look at Matt Jackson. Maybe the one and only time that you'll see him in a BMW for this race. And he normally drives the Audi R8, which he absolutely loves. But I saw some changing there between Dean and Bradley. But so to talk about that is the iRacing 12 Hours of Sebring is this weekend, starting on Saturday and Sunday and some Friday night sessions as well. So Matt's going to be campaigning a BMW M4 with Leland and Zane as they go ahead and try to conquer the 12 hours. So that's why he's in the BMW, and next week we should be seeing him back in the Audi. All right, here's Kevin. Kevin, what happened to your car? You better put a shirt on because that thing's topless.
Oh, I thought it was covered in smoke or something. That's
well, I'm sure it was covered with smoke at one point. Oh, Kevin, playing with the walls again.
That's the first time we saw something like that.
Yes, I know. Let's check in with Bob Blucher.
Bob Blucher from
there he is.
Paris.
Yep. Holy hail. That's
Is that a bad word?
Nope. All right, language, America. So Bradley Alva's taking an early pit. Maybe he was just trying to get out of some traffic and trying to get some more open space and try to do an undercut of somebody by being able to get some free space when they go to pit.
Oh.
All right, so let's see who else. So Bob's still on the tail of Kevin. And Bob was a last-minute entry. Also the first time for him as well, being able to drive.
Oh, isn't that the face?
Sure is.
Oh, so he needs to put on a mask?
Yeah, he definitely does need to put on a mask.
Yeah, so he might need to go to the pits, but only if he wants to. Because can they fix that?
They can fix that, believe it or not. So in this league, we do allow for fast repairs instead of sitting in the pits waiting for the guys to fix the car technically. We'd rather have everybody racing. I mean, it's bad enough your car gets damaged, it gets slower, and then you have to pit. So there's no reason to sit there and just ruin your race. We'd rather have guys get back out there and race. So talking about cars, so this is Zane Plumley in the ZP Motorsports Ford GT3, one of the older GT3 cars. Sounds great, and he's giving chase to Michael Cabrera. Let's see if we can find. There we go. Let's see how he can give Michael some trouble coming through here. These guys are usually tied together here lately in GT3 cars.
Oh, sorry. Halfway. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no problem. It's okay if you want to say that. Oh, you know what you haven't done?
Points.
Yes. What kind of points you given out already since it's halfway? Well, hurry up because these guys are going crazy. Banana Man is out there trying to break the draft, and Zane's trying to stay in the draft as they go into turn 17.
Okay, 200,000.
All right, 200,000 is good. All right, so here's some of that bumpy section. Oh, the back end of Banana Man got a little loose, and Zane Plumley took advantage of that, and now they're getting back on the straight and getting back on the power, and looks like turn 1 they're going to stay maybe a little bit where they are.
I think Ant-Man's in your car.
Ant-Man's in my car?
Yeah, he's just hanging out and being burned while you're...
Oh, I don't want to say that. Oh, so Banana Man had to get off the gas so he doesn't go wide. This allows these two to go side by side into turn 3, and Zane Plumley makes the pass.
So we have 10 laps to go. So should I switch it to 10, the points?
Hey, you can switch it. You are the keeper of the points.
No, you can be keeper of the points too.
Well, true.
Yeah, so how many points do you get?
Here is Bjorn giving chase now in this 3-car battle as they're all trying to hold on to a top 10 spot. What's so funny? It's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What if they hear it on the commentary?
That's quite all right.
Really?
Yeah, we're a bunch of racer guys.
Oh, so they do that
Yeah.
all the time?
Yeah, it's okay if you burp.
Oh my god! Yes, everybody, I burped.
They might like that. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna.
Wait, why would
maybe
they
they're gonna.
like
maybe
that?
they're gonna critique the way you burp or something. I
Wait,
don't know.
check my teeth the way I burp.
Yeah. All right. So Bjorn right now is the closest race that is on the track, as he is giving chase to Michael. One thing I do love about watching Bjorn when he's in traffic is he really stays close on these guys the whole entire time, and just looking for that little extra spot or that little opening to go through there. And it's just a great thing. I love watching him in traffic. Wish I had that. So there goes Michael again, trying to weave back and forth, break the draft, and maybe break. Whoa! Oh my goodness, Michael almost took out the wall and took out Bjorn at the same time. My goodness. But with that little bit of a mistake, again, Michael's car may have a little issue with a setup getting really loose into Sunset, turn 17, and that allowed Bjorn to get on the side of him. But he errs a little bit on the side of caution here. Still on time. Whoa! Michael just slowly almost parked it through turn 1. Looks like the back end was going. I bet Bjorn is sitting there going, "What is this dude doing?" So
Wait,
Mike,
that's Banana Man?
that's Banana Man. See,
What happened to his green? He's not ripe anymore. I mean, wait, what?
I don't know. We got a new livery for this season, a lot more yellow. But I think he needs to change his tire manufacturer to maybe Goodyear or Hoosier, because Lakita, or what's the banana company, like Lakita? I don't know. Go get a banana off the counter. Tell me what's on the sticker.
I don't think we have bananas, but there's one problem about this.
Whoa! Oh no, Bjorn!
Okay.
Oh man, that was a bummer.
Okay. Anyway.
So he took a tow back to the pit.
Banana Man, like, he's been alive for a long time. I wonder if he turned brown.
Oh, he means he can get rotten?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If he turns brown, that's might be amazing.
Yep, so here's Bradley with his monochromatic car. So he's been running that livery on a lot of different cars. So in between our week off, the club and the drivers actually did things that we don't normally do. We did a lot of oval racing, believe it or not, and we did some open wheel. We did some older NASCAR street stock stuff at Charlotte and Daytona, and then we took some rally cars, the VW Bug rally car at Tsukuba on a street course, and that was a lot of fun. So it was interesting. We had a great week. It was nice to blow off some steam. Oh, look, you had little, like, chipmunk, or not chipmunk, little beavers or something, or chipmunks?
Chipmunks.
Yep, as he's taking the inside line. Oh, see, Banana Man, he's got that turn in. I don't know if you noticed that. But he did turn in that wheel, and the back end started to come out, which had, him backing off. So maybe needs a little bit more downforce on his rear wing to keep that back end planted just a little bit. But he is definitely fighting it to keep that thing going in a straight line, or actually not a straight line, he's going around a corner, but to keep that back end planted as he's going around the radius there.
I don't see any chipmunks.
Oh, it was in the radiator piece right there.
Oh!
Yeah, chipmunks or beavers, or...
I think they're beavers.
Okay.
We never noticed that. These people had some stuff. But the rainbow car with unicorns and cats, it was not that hard to spot.
No, it was not. And unfortunately, speaking of Junie, Junie was not able to make it at the last minute. I think he said he was filling out some paperwork for something really special at work. So it'd be nice to have him back when he gets all that taken care of.
We have 5 people out. We have Dean. Bjorn is in pit. We have Nicholas. And we have Leland JG.
Yeah, so Justin didn't make the race. JG went out in turn 2, unfortunately. Leland, I heard his Oculus VR went black right in the middle of racing, so he shut it down and jumped out. Nicholas has had a lot of issues with the turn 14, 15, 16 complex and has spun 3 times through there. Who else? Dean. I don't know what happened to Dean. Dean was running a good top 5 or 6, and he seems he left to go out. Andrew, as we saw, had the turn 1 incident, unfortunately. So that's where a lot of those other guys are. Well, these two are fighting tooth or nail here. So we got Chris Wells. Let's put on a battle box. How about that? There we go.
Battle for 10th. Wait, why is someone getting to 10th? No one wants to be in 10th. Oh, so
Yeah.
right now in battle for 10th is Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's 1st place, 2nd place. Oh.
Yep, so let's go back to Bradley again since he is starting to close in. Oh, he's closing in on Zane Plumley. So Brad with the early pit, starting to make up some places, and it doesn't look like Zane has pitted yet. So there probably won't be a lot of contest for position here, knowing that Zane still has to pit. Banana Man lost a spot to Bob Blucher. Need to get that replay thing working again. Only worked one time, and then it stopped giving me replay options. So gotta figure that out, and I'll talk to SDK.
7 laps to go.
Yep, it's closing down.
And fast.
Yep, as the leader, so Josh goes into pit lane from the lead, and there he is. He's still there. Michael throws in. Wow, still late in this late in the race, a 2-minute 2-minute.8. So Josh is going down. So he's pitting a little bit earlier than some of the leaders are. There we go. So yeah, no one's pitched. So there goes Josh. So he pitted after lap 13. I guess the other guys probably can make it to lap 14. We'll see how that's going to work out for them. So Banana Man now coming back on Bob Blucher, see if he can get his position back.
They're all 13.
Yeah, they all done 13 laps on.
Where are you?
So there's Bradley. So Bradley took a pit after lap 8, and he's been on the second tank for 5 laps. And being only a 20 lap race, I don't think anyone has taken tires.
When someone hits 0, which when it hits 0, does it log that person out and like send the next person in? Oh, well then so they just stay there.
Yep. So there goes Bob. Bob's now just hit pit lane. So just see a little bit more. So with Jesse Olsen now in the lead, and Michael and Skylar, Daniel moves into 4th, Eric into 5th. That's the highest part, making up 13 spots. But Josh was the first guy to pit. So let's see how that is going to work out when everyone else cycles through.
And 5.
Yep.
4.
There's Chris Wells leaving the pit, so it looks like he'll be able to get his car fixed, which is nice. There he goes. So he is back out. So now the leaders are now hitting pit lane. So let's see how this is going to play out.
Why is Jesse going like usually everyone is he in the pit?
Yep. So the top 4 guys came and went into the pits a lap after Josh. So now Josh is rounding out, going to the start finish, as the other guys are probably starting to lead. Yep. So Jesse is leaving pit lane along with the other 4 guys, and let's see how they're gonna. So Josh taking an early pit and still retains the lead after everyone cycles through. You okay over there? You need some water? No? Do you need Cassie to give us tea and crumpets or something?
You need croutons? Wait, what?
Not croutons.
I'm sorry, my head got hit myself.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Oh, scones. You mean scones.
Yeah, something like that.
Those are delicious. Especially the ones we had at the bakery. Me and Mom. It was chocolate.
All right, let's go back to the battle box. And so there it looks like Bjorn making way for Josh to go through. right, so there's Bob again, picking up some more spaces. So he started in 13th and making his way back to 13th, but he's not happy with that, as he is giving chase now to Chris Wells, who did get his car fixed on that fast repair. Bob goes into the inside, going into Sunset Bend. Chris gives a lot of room, which is nice. Maybe he's going to try to do an over-under on him. So he closes it back up, taking a different line, getting on the gas, and come out just a little bit wider. So maybe Chris can get a slingshot in through turn 1 and take Bob. Looks like he's definitely sucking up into his draft. Almost about the same line going through turn 1, and Chris is still right there. What do you think about that?
It's good.
With the water or the racing?
No, the racing.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
like, the water doesn't taste like anything that has like this taste that tastes like nothing, but it's good.
It's good? Okay.
Even the water.
All right. So, where did Chris Wells go? The camera, there it is. Yeah, the camera's focused so close in on these guys. All right, so who haven't we talked about? Oh, you didn't pick somebody to take a lap with.
Oh, well, this is going fast. How about... Well, you have stayed in... Oh, you moved up 10. What about you?
No, not me. I'm in the Ford. Pick another name besides your dad. Don't want to pick favorites.
Josh.
You want to go with Josh?
Well, unless you have any objections.
No. Well, let's see where Josh is here. So he's on the second part of the track. He has a car sponsored by AOL.
Wait, what's wrong with that?
That was like 30 years ago when like the internet was invented.
So he's had that car, so...
No, it's just his sponsor the paint job. Let's not say his sponsor, the paint job that he picked.
Okay, so like, how old is Josh?
I have no idea how old Josh is.
Maybe he's like...
I would say somewhere around between 20 and 30-ish.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe he's 30.
Yeah, that's most of the guys except for some of the old geezers.
Geezers!
Like myself. All right, so here.
You're only 51.
Right.
That's
Thanks for telling everybody.
I think they already know that.
Now they're going to diss me as the old guy.
No, he's not old. I will take away all your points if you laugh at him.
Okay.
He's not an old guy.
So here we are.
80.
Here we are with Josh, coming into 3. Turn 2 is really just a little tiny turn, nothing big. But this is the 3-4-5 complex coming through here. A lot of patience on that last corner. You can see there's a lot of dirt over there instead of grass because people do run it wide as the corner does close up. So another straightaway. So this is the second part of the second straightaway on the track that you'll actually get over 100 miles an hour, especially in the GT3 cars, into the heavy braking zone, down to a first gear, tight quarter. Remember talking about that closing up right there? A lot of guys use that curb, and sometimes you get a 1X and sometimes you don't. So going through here, almost treat it like a small double apex as you get around the corner to coming into, what are you holding your fingers up for?
3 laps to go.
Oh, 3 laps. Well, good thing we do this. This is a very slippery corner, especially through here. You get on the gas, almost off-cambered a little bit, so the back end does get crazy as you swing back out and almost brake at a little bit of an angle before you go to 10-10, tower turn on turn 10 outside. And a lot of orange clay around here, which is where all the orange groves used to the groves. So here's another one of those dub apexes here before you get into the S's, usually a third gear. There it is. One side, you cheat the second one through there without having one. Swing out way wide past the white lines. Get a great run on the gas early as much as you can. Use all that rumble strip to try to get as much power as you can for the straight, because you want to get on the gas early to try to keep the more miles per hour at the end of this. And this is the most famous turn at Sebring, turn 17. So as you can tell, it is quite bumpy going through there. I probably should have had this on the gyro cam. Maybe I'll pick somebody else for the gyro cam to go through there. But there is one lap of the Sebring International Raceway. Thank you very much, Josh.
2 laps to go. Unless there's a half a one for like an extra. I don't think there is.
Yep, everyone's sorted out right now, so no one has any close races going on. So, and that's usually what happens with the big track, and you got about 20 guys that are racing. So we're still trying to grow the league. So if there's anybody interested in joining our league, we'd love to have you. Just post a comment below, and I will go ahead and communicate with you and get you guys in the league.
If we get like any more people, we probably will have 100.
Oh, I don't know. I'm shooting for 30. I think 30 is a good number. What do you think?
Okay, so we need...
Yep. Whoa, there goes, Zane Plumley and Matt Jackson. Not for position, though. These guys are going at it. Best of friends, had spent a ton of time on 2 wheels together, and now 4 wheels in the digital world. So Zane Plumley does take the inside corner away from Matt, and looks like Matt's trying to come back a little bit. He's not giving him any leeway. Whoa, and then he turns him. Oh, no. Matt Jackson, a lapped car, took out his buddy. Oh, man. What do you think about that? Mr. New Guy took out your dad. Oh, then trying to get back on track.
You betrayed both of us. Traitor.
Yeah, well, at the next ZP Motorsports team meeting, we're going to have a little talk about that. Is Zane trying to get back on track and Michael both going off through the last section, like around turn 5. Through there. So wow, yeah, no harm, no foul. Didn't look like the car's damaged. Nobody lost positions yet, but it did help Michael though, because it did close up the gap on Zane, as he maybe can go for a top 10 spot.
Where's the white flag?
Don't know.
Because there's no other lap than 20, so yeah.
Yep, here's Skyler. Still throwing down some 201s. Yep, everyone else settling in some 202s. Daniel doing a great job in 5th place. There he is. There's your super sloth.
Oh, because he's super slow.
Something like that, yes.
That's for slow.
So Daniel was the winner of the Driver's Choice Award as the person who performed higher than what their rating was. It's almost kind of like the most improved-ish with a little bit of a twist. So he was the winner of Season 1, and he won a Driver 61 course. I believe it's 5 or 6 weeks that he works one-on-one with some instructors on iRacing. So it looks like if he's already taking the classes, it's definitely paying off for him. So glad to see him up at the front. So a long time. He's been putting a lot of hours and a lot of practice in. So great for him. Glad to see him there. All right, so we're on lap 19. There is Josh, the 4-second lead over Jesse. Now Jesse's in the BMW, but the last race we had, he was in the Lamborghini as well, and won at Le Mans at the season closer. Maybe it was just a one-off for him, and he's back to business now in the BMW. So Chris Wells just put in his fastest lap of the race. That's great, a 2:03.8. He just picked up the BMW M4 as well, so it's kind of new to him. So he's still learning a lot of the quirks on that. So here's the white flag as we got the last lap.
It's 2020.
It's actually 2021, but
yeah,
I won't hold that against you.
21.
Yeah, 2020 to some people is a bad word.
Wait, what?
Well, because they had a bad year.
Oh, so that's a bad word to some people?
Yeah, it could be.
What? Well, I don't like 2021.
You don't like 2021? What's up with that?
Well, it's no matchy. 20/20. But that's for that. But I'm used to 2021.
All right. Well, we're gonna zone in here and hang with Josh Wheeler, since we're not looking at any last minute races for position going on. So we're going to give Josh some camera time here, and we'll have to actually get a chat. I need to chat with him and learn some things about him so I can talk about, who he is and where he's from and what he likes to do and all that good stuff and figure it out. So as he's going past Tower Turn right now, getting ready to get into the S's, I wouldn't say a commanding lead, but a comfortable 4-second lead over Jesse, and then Jesse has a 4-second lead over Michael. Oh, what? No! All by himself, collect it, and here comes Jesse. How's this going to turn out? Oh my goodness, this is going to be here. So Jesse's definitely a lot more. Jesse now in the lead on the last lap, the second to the last corner. Let's do it. Let's see if Josh. Yeah, let's see if Josh can actually mount any type of race. He might be just too far back at this point. Just lost way too much momentum going through there. Man, he works so hard the whole entire race to keep that. Sometimes it is just talking about being comfortable with a little bit of a lead. You lose a little bit of focus on there.
Flag. Okay.
So there goes your microphone. Sorry. All right, so Jesse Olsen continuing his winning ways with, I don't want to say it's a gift. I mean, he did earn it. He did stay up there the whole entire time and raced hard with Josh. And Josh, man, sorry about that. And Michael Cochran from the Tennessee region at SCCA. Didn't talk too much about him, but holds on to the last podium place 3 seconds back from Josh. So, man, what a tight race. Half a second between first and second. That's a first for us. I don't think we've had such a close finish with anybody else as everyone's going through.
Josh left. That's sad. He didn't get to do his first donut party.
Yep. Yeah. So there's Eric going through. Here is Justin Hall. There he goes.
Is he going to keep waving that flag like a flamingo?
Yes, he is going to keep waving that flag like a flamingo.
His arm's going to be like this when he wakes up or something.
Oh, he's a little digital dude.
Yeah.
Yep. There, is that better? So sure. For everyone coming around, let's see, there goes Zane in 10th place, right in front of him. Oh, hey, yeah, top 10.
Yeah.
Starting from the back.
That's your best.
Not bad for a guy who doesn't like to drive GT3 cars. Kevin Medita, and look at that, Kevin Medita, his fastest lap on the last lap. So
Kevin Berdita.
No, Medita. Not Berdita. He doesn't fly.
Wait, what?
Yep. Bob Blucher in 11th. So he came back from a bad lap one. Chris Wells made up 4 spots to enter in 12th. And I think all we have left out there is Banana Man. Probably, I don't want to say doing donuts unless they're banana flavored.
Wait, what? That's disgusting.
I don't know if that's disgusting or not.
Okay. Oh, there's Banana Man.
Yeah,
with
there he was.
Non-old car.
Yep.
Balloon! Imagine if I'd fly in that, I would be totally terrified.
Yep. There's Banana Man all by himself. That little dot on the screen.
Wait, what dot?
That little dot. I guess he must have had a whole lap to go as the leaders crossed the line. There he goes as we were in the blimp mode through here. I got a button I'm going to try to see if we can go over final standings, but can't do that until the last guy crosses the line. All right, and there he goes.
Look, there's some other dots waiting to meet the other dots.
All right, how do we?
Beautiful view, right?
Yep.
This is like Minecraft.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is so cool.
I just started clicking buttons. This is what happened. So here is, here is something new for everybody. I wish I still had like a whole entire day to sit in this rig and figure out every button this SDK overlay stuff does. It's a lot of fun. So Jesse also with the win, starting out race 1. One thing I forgot to tell everybody is we've gone to 12 races this season with 3 drops. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a season now, and a lot of the races will line up with the VRS Endurance and Sprint Series that's on iRacing. So a lot of the guys are doing that on Saturdays and Sundays as well. So I'll be able to share the schedule with you guys as we go week to week. And next week we are at Daytona on the road course at night for the first time under the lights, which is going to be really interesting as well. So congratulations to Jesse Olson on another win to start off another great season with the Martin Sports Car Club. And then Josh Wheeler coming back in. Hopefully we'll see him more. Unfortunately, a little last-minute spin there cost him a win, but I'm sure he will come back next week. Is super focused on that one. And Michael Cochran, third place on a podium up there.
Crash.
And so the rest of the field is Skylar in fourth, Daniel in fifth, Bradley in sixth, Eric in seventh, moving all the way up from not posting a time. Craig in eighth, Zane in ninth place, so he moved up 11 spots. Bob in 10th, so a top 10 for him after he had a spin or a wreck in the first lap. Chris Wells 11th, Banana Man in 12th, Bjorn 13th, Justin Hall in 14th, Matt Jackson in 15th. He had some opening laps. I think he was involved with the wreck with Bob. And Kevin Medita in 16th, Andrew Gitterick in 17th, Dean in 18th, who did, unfortunately, the rest of these guys did disconnect. Nicholas in 19th, Leland with some technical difficulties in 20th. JG, wish he would have stuck around. Hope we're going to back next week for 21st over Daytona. That's definitely his home track. And 22nd, Justin. So that's what we have. Thank you very much for following us and watching our first video for this year. And hopefully see you next week.
Bye.